Hello everyone, welcome back to another JavaScript hands-on session. In the last video, I explained default parameters and REST parameters, how they work and why they are useful. If you missed it, check it out before watching this one. Today, we are going to see real coding examples of default parameter and REST parameters. When calling function, we may forget to pass arguments. Instead of getting undefined, we can set a default value for that parameter. So let's write a function calculateTotal that calculates total amount after applying tax. If no tax rate is provided, we'll assume a default value as 5%. So let us define a function. Function calculateTotal will be having two parameters, price, and second parameter is tax rate. Now we want to make this tax rate as default parameter, so we'll assign 0.05, that is 5%, to it. Now this function will simply return price with tax applied, so price star tax rate. Let us call this function with different arguments. So first let us call it with one argument. This will be price, and to see the output we'll log it to console. So console.log and then call the function. Again let us call function with two arguments. So I'm giving here 100 and 0.1, and one more time we are calling the function with price 100 and tax as 0. Let us now check the output. If we call calculateTotal with only one argument, JavaScript automatically applies the default tax rate as 0.05. That is why we are getting 105. If we pass a different tax like 0.01, instead of default value, the value which we have passed is used. That is why we are getting 110. And if we pass 0, it means we don't want any tax. That is why it is applying 0% tax and giving it as only price. This is how default parameters make our functions more flexible and handling missing values without errors. Now let us explore REST parameter. Imagine you are creating a shopping app where customers can buy multiple items but you don't know how many they'll add. This is where REST parameter come in handy. Let us write a function addItems that accept customer name and unlimited number of items. Let us define a function. Name of function will be addItems. First parameter is customer name, and after that we want unlimited number of items, and for that we'll use REST parameter. So syntax for REST parameter is 3 dots followed by parameter name. So here I am giving 3 dots and items. Now inside function, first we'll give some message shopping list for customer name, and after this we'll print the list. So again console.log. Here we'll check if no list is given, we can give the message no items purchased. Otherwise we have to print list of items. So first we'll check if list is empty or not by using length property of array, and items is rest parameter. Rest parameter stores all the argument in the form of array, so we can use all array properties and methods on rest parameter. So here we are using items dot length. So if items dot length is greater than 0, then we have to print list. So I am using join function to join all array items separated by comma, and if item dot length is not greater than 0, that means if it is equal to 0, then we'll print message as no items purchased. So this is our function. Let us try to call this function with different number of arguments. So I am calling the function addItems. First, let us pass first argument as name, and followed by list of items. So here we can specify any number of arguments. Again we are calling the function, and now without any items, that means we have just passed one argument, that is customer name. Let us now execute this. If you see the output, you will understand how it is working. In our function, first parameter is mandatory, that is customer name is mandatory, and the rest parameter collects all additional arguments into an array. Now for first function call, we have passed customer name as Ravi, and we passed 3 number of items. So it is showing shopping list for Ravi and 3 items in it. And in second call, we have just passed customer name without any items. So it is saying shopping list for Ravina and no items purchased. Here we use join method to display all the items in the form of list, and if no items are passed, we display no items purchased. This is how rest parameter make it easy to handle unknown number of arguments dynamically. And that's it. Now you know how to use default parameters for handling missing arguments and rest parameters for managing multiple inputs in JavaScript. Try these codes by your own for more clarity. Before you go, here is a quick challenge. Modify the addItems function and include a default parameter for customer name. So if no name is provided, it will default to guest. Drop your solutions in the comment box below. Thanks for watching.